was a secondary explosion for the death of about 10 persons following strikes in Sokoto State. A few days back, the Sokoto government said 10 villagers were killed and others injured after military strike in the Silame local government area of the state. But the Director of Defense Media Operations, Major General Edward Buba, said the death of and injuries were due to secondary explosions and not a direct result of the strikes. According to him, the people who were hit directly by the strikes were the Lakurawa terrorist group, and they were burned beyond recognition. He added that the military confirmed that the strikes hit the target, the terrorist group. Still in Nigeria, China's central bank on Friday said that it has renewed a bilateral currency swap agreement with the Central Bank of Nigeria. In a statement on its website, the People's Bank of China said the total value of the agreement is 15 billion yuan, about 2.09 billion US dollars, or 3.28 trillion naira. The development was confirmed by the Special Advisor, Information and Strategy to President Bola Tinubu Bayo Onanuga yesterday. According to the statement, the agreement is valid for 3 years and can be renewed upon mutual consent. It said that the renewal of the currency swap agreement will strengthen financial cooperation between China and Nigeria, expand the use of two currencies, and promote and facilitate bilateral trade and investment. To other parts of Africa, the World Health Organization has said malaria and common respiratory infections compounded by malnutrition caused an hitherto unexplained spate of death in the southwestern Democratic Republic of Congo. The DR Congo said earlier this month it was a maximum alert over an unknown public health event that claimed dozens of lives in the Penzi region, about 700 kilometers southeast of the capital, Kinshasa. The situation first appeared on the radar in late October, with Penzi health authorities raising the alert in late November following a surge in death. In an update on the situation, the WHO said that from October 24 to December 16, a total of 891 cases met the definition, with 48 deaths. The UN Health Agency said that as of December 16, laboratory results from 430 samples showed positive results for malaria and for common respiratory viruses, among others. And away from Africa, United States President-elect Donald Trump has urged the Supreme Court to pass a law that would ban TikTok the day before its January 20th inauguration if it is not sold by its Chinese owner, ByteDance. In a statement by Trump's legal team, in light of the novelty and difficulty of this case, the court should consider staying the statutory deadline to grant more breathing space to address these issues, to give him the opportunity to pursue a political resolution. Recall, Trump was fiercely opposed to TikTok during his 2017 to 2021 first term and tried in vain to ban the video app on national security grounds. The Republican voiced concerns, echoed by political rivals, that the Chinese government might tap into U.S. TikTok users' data or manipulate what they see on the platform. Trump called for a U.S. company to buy TikTok, with the government sharing in the sale price, and his successor Joe Biden went on stage further, signing a law to ban the app for the same reasons. Trump has now, however, reversed the course. Global Box is reaching you live from Adamimogo 107.7 FM. Ido Ekiti. Still to come, India holds state funeral for former Prime Minister Manmohan Singh. Please stay with us.
Hello, good people of Ekiti State and its environment. For your private, political, family, or club meetings, and so on, of not more than 50 to 100 participants, we introduce to you Adamimogo Event Hall. Yes! Right at Oladoyin Palace, Adamimogo 107.7 FM's compound, Ido Ekiti. Ample parking space, good security, clean environment. You also have the opportunity to book for a media publicity of your event on our fast-growing social media platforms. All these for a talk. Simply visit us at Oladoyin Palace, Ido Ekiti, or call the following numbers for more inquiries: 0803 526 5812 or 0916 340 0878 or 0806 511 4430. You can also call 0806 380 8891. Adamimogo Event Hall. We are waiting for your patronage.
Welcome back and thanks for joining us again. You can subscribe to our YouTube channel and follow us on Facebook via Adamimogo 107.7 FM Ido Ekiti. For happenings around you and user inquiries, please contact our newsroom on 0811 801 8242. Now to the rest of the news. Mourners in India's capital have today gathered to pay their respect to former Prime Minister Manmohan Singh ahead of a state funeral for the man key to the country's economic liberalization. Singh, who held office from 2004 to 2014, died at the age of 92 on Thursday, after which 7 days of state mourning were declared. According to reports, his coffin, wrapped in garlands of flowers, was flanked by a guard of honor and carried to his Congress Party headquarters in New Delhi. It will later be taken through the capital to be cremated, accompanied by guards of soldiers and accorded full state honor. Prime Minister Narendra Modi, who along with other leaders is expected to attend the funeral, has described Singh as one of India's most distinguished leaders. Oliver Usi, who starred as a teenage Juliet in Franco's 1968 film Romeo and Juliet, garnering a Golden Globe, has died at the age of 73. According to a statement posted on her Instagram account by her family, Oliver, who was a remarkable person whose warmth, wisdom, and pure kindness touched the lives of all who knew her. Benos Ala born Usi was 15 when she and her co-lead Leonard Whiten starred in the Oscar-winning adaptation of William Shakespeare's tragedy. In 2023, the two actors filed a lawsuit against the studio alleging child abuse over a controversial nude scene featuring the pair, who were minors at the time. A judge dismissed the suit later that year. And finally, on sport, Manchester United are prepared to spend €63.3 million to sign Nigerian striker Victor Osimhen from Napoli in January, as new manager Ruben Amorim seeks to address his side's goal-scoring problems. According to the Spanish outlet, United have already opened talks with the striker's representatives and are leading the race for his signature, despite interest from Paris Saint-Germain and Juventus. The Red Devils, who have scored just 21 goals this season, with only 4 Premier League teams managing fewer, will need to pay an additional fee to Galatasaray to terminate the 25-year-old season-long loan deal. However, Osimhen recently expressed his commitment to the Turkish giant. And with that sports story, we end this edition of Global Box on Adamimogo 107.7 FM. Ido Ekiti. Before we go, the highlight again. We told you that in Nigeria, the Defense Headquarters, DHQ, has blamed what it described as a secondary explosion for the death of about 10 persons following strikes in Sokoto State. We also brought it to you that the World Health Organization, WHO, has said malaria and common respiratory infections compounded by malnutrition caused a hitherto unexplained spate of death in the southwestern Democratic Republic of Congo. Finally, we told you that mourners in India's capital have today gathered to pay their last respect to former Prime Minister Manmohan Singh ahead of a state funeral for the man key to the country's economic liberalization. And that's Global Box this afternoon on Adamimogo 107.7 FM, Olojudo's Palace, Ido-Ekiti. On behalf of a production crew, my name is Oladoyin Ayegbusi. Many thanks